Hi, welcome to the second part of this lecture of Amazon Web Services in the cloud computing space. So today I'm going to talk about Amazon S3 Simple Storage Service, and I'm going to show you how what are the different types of storages in Amazon Web Services. So the main concentration is showing you the hands-on demos and how Simple Storage Service offers you a perfect storage solution for your cloud storage needs. So going ahead with the lecture, what is an S3? S3 is nothing but simple storage service, and S3 provide developers and IT teams with secure, durable, and highly scalable object storage. So nothing but it provides on object storage, and Amazon S3 is easy to use with a simple web services interface to store and retrieve any amount of data from anywhere on the web. So it's nothing but a kind of drive in Google or SkyDrive in MSN Hotmail account, like that. But basically you can use you use a simple storage service to store any kind of data that you want to access from any part of the region in the world. So S3 is object-based storage. So it allows you to upload files. Files can be from 1 byte to 5 TB. So you can able to store the files in chunks up to 5 TB. So this is an unlimited storage, and files are stored in buckets. So what do I mean by buckets? Buckets is nothing but a kind of directory in computers, like you have a kind of directory where you store all your files and folders. So but the main difference between the buckets and directory is buckets have a unique namespace for each region. Suppose you can see I have the region name associated with my namespace, with whatever the namespace I want to give. So what I mean by this thing, by the unique namespace, is since I'm in the European Union West region, so the other person cannot use the same namespace for this bucket. So they need to have a unique namespace by region wise. In the other region they can use the same namespace, but it's like we have configured, like in the previous lecture also I have shown how we configure the Amazon Web Services by region basis. So Amazon guarantees 99.99% availability for the S3 platform. So availability and can have Amazon guarantees 99.9999999% durability for the S3 information. So nothing but availability is nothing but always on and running the Amazon web servers, and durability is nothing but Amazon stores all your files in the disk. So whenever Amazon stores all your files in the disk drives, they use a technology called RAID 0 and RAID 1. They use the RAID 1. So RAID 1 storage is nothing but mirroring of disk at any point of mirroring of information. So if disk 0 fails and it transfers the relevant data is already replicated to the disk 1, so you can use that disk storage thing. So can have metadata and key value pairs on each storage. So nothing but you can use Amazon key management services to have the key value pairs, like the private key and public key value pairs. Whenever somebody receives that kind of link, they have to use the access key value pairs in order to access the S3 simple storage service. And there is also lifecycle management. So lifecycle management is nothing but what kind of files, what are the typical policy rules that you need to follow after an expiration date or after the file creation date. And also you can have different types of versioning rules, like a kind of visual source control, what type of files you have downloaded and where you deleted, and a lot of encryption techniques. Don't worry, it does make a lot of confusion at this point of time, and I think at this point of time it does make a lot of confusion for you. And when we go to the demos, it does make simple for it does make simple for you. So just bear for the time now. And storage types, we have three different types of storage types: standard storage S3 99.99%, and durability 11 nines durability. Reduced redundancy storage still has 99.9 availability, but durability wise it has 99.99% durability over a given year. So the main difference, these are the different types of storage types. Only use reduced redundancy storage if you have replaceable data. For example, if you have 10,000 files, you would expect to lose 100 files over a year as opposed to 0.0001 file within standard. Why there is a difference between the standard and reduced redundancy storage is because you get different pricing options for standard and reduced redundancy. So if so just it depends on the business requirement what kind of data you want to store in the standard or in the RRS storage. And there is one more storage type called Glacier. Glacier is an extremely low cost storage service for data archival. Amazon Glacier stores data for as little as 0.01 cents, 1 cent per gigabyte per month, and is optimized for data that is infrequently accessed, for which retrieval time of 3 to 5 hours are suitable. So nothing but like if you have some like according to the policy regulation, like if you are in the USA, like there's a policy that all the medical records should be stored for at least 7 to 10 years until the patient is with the provider. So according to the HIPAA law, they need to archive the files at a certain point of time, or according for also in the insurance company they would store all the customer information for as much as a person is alive. So this is a kind of data archival technique they use, and you can use mainly the companies may use tapes. It depends on the business requirement. It's a data archival technique, and its storage and its price is 1 cent per gigabyte per month, and is optimized for that is infrequently accessed, for which retrieval time of 3 to 5 hours are suitable. And here here we see the US standard pricing for different storage types. So we have three different types: standard storage, reduced redundancy storage, and Glacier storage. So here you can see first 1 TB of month is 0.3 cents per GB, and it's a 0.03 cents per $03 per month, $0.024 per GB, and 0.01 cents. So these are you can go to that specific page, and you can change the region, and you will get the pricing according to the region that is nearer. So pricing as a solution architect, you need to help your business or customer evaluate which product is best for them. For example, if you have 10,000 files taking up exactly 1 terabyte, this would cost them 1024 GB into 0.03. So this would cost them $30.72 cents, and with reduced redundancy of 1024 GB into 0.024. So with the standard, the pricing is 30.72. With reduced redundancy storage, it is 24.58. So it's because but you will save $6.14 a month, but on average you will lose 100 files in a year when you use reduced redundancy storage, due to the durability standard, because the durability of the reduced redundancy storage is 99.99%. So it depends on the business what type of data that you are storing, and depends on if your business doesn't care about the files, or if the files if the business is are prepared to take risks. So this is from the business point of view. And S3 versioning, coming to the versioning, it stores all versions of an object, including all writes, and even if you delete an object. So what versioning is nothing but when you upload a file, it creates a version 1, and when you do some changes and re-uploads it, the whatever the version that it is there, it comes to the previous version, and whatever the version that you uploaded, it comes to the current version. Current version is nothing but the latest version, and the previous version is that you have the older one which you make change, which you didn't make any changes, that the older one which you have uploaded previously. And it's a great backup tool. Once enabled, versioning cannot be disabled, only suspended. So once versioning is enabled, you can't able to disable, only you can able to suspend it for a certain point, for a certain period of time. And if S3 lifecycle management can be used in conjunction with versioning and can be applied. So lifecycle management is nothing but how you want to manage your files after a certain period of time. It's nothing but a data archival technique, or you want to delete the file, or you want to archive the file, or you want to permanently delete the file. These are the different types of action rules that are used in conjunction with or without versioning. So lifecycle management is an independent thing in the S3, independent process. So it can be used in conjunction or without conjunction, in conjunction with or without versioning. And S3 encryption, so you can upload and download your data via SSL encrypted endpoints, and S3 can automatically encrypt your data at rest. So S3 gives you a choice of managing your keys. You can manage your own keys, or through AWS key management service, or providing your own keys. So you have two different options. So you can use the AWS key management service, or you can provide your private and public key pairs. So S3 secured all buckets that you create are private by default, means they are only accessible by the S3 resources or by you itself. Allows access control list, so it has an access control list. So it creates a policy like such as an individual user can only have access to one bucket and can only have read-only access. So this is basically like you want to store the financial information like the payroll and accounting information, and as an individual user you only have access to one bucket and can only have read only access. And it integrates with identity access management using roles. For example, allows EC2 users to have access to S3 buckets by roles. So we have seen in the previous lecture how we created the roles, like EC2 access roles, like how the EC2 has an access to the S3 storage, S3 buckets. All endpoints are encrypted by SSL. So what are the endpoints are there that are encrypted by SSL thing? And what the main usage S3 functionality is: static websites can be hosted on S3. No need for web services. You can just upload a static HTML file to an S3 bucket and can take an advantage of AWS S3 durability and high availability. Integrates with CloudFront content delivery network. So if you have a content distribution network and if you want to cache your files for better performance, you can just upload the files, and you can create a CDN and give that CDN URL to the users whenever they want to access at high available times. Multi-part uploads allows you to upload parts of a file concurrently. Suggested for files over 100 MB over. It is required for any file over 5 GBs. And allows us to resume a stopped file upload, because whenever you are uploading files, you have the functionality like pause, stop, or again re-upload within the same thing. Eventually conscious all availability zones will eventually be consistent. Put, write, delete requests will eventually be consistent across availability zones. So availability zones are nothing but for each region there are availability zones, means like different data centers within the region. So it's nothing but when you want to access it in European East region and European West region at the same time, once you upload it, you need to wait for some time, but all the put, write, delete request or will eventually be consistent across Amazon availability zones. So S3 use cases. So where is like a simple storage technique mainly used for? It's used for file sharing across networks and backup and archiving, and origin for CloudFront content delivery networks, and you can able to host the static files. You can also able to host the static websites. So these are the main use cases for the simple storage. So till now we have seen what are the different use cases and what are the different uses of the S3. Right now I'll show you a demo how to create a bucket and how to enable versioning and how to create a lifecycle management. So I'm just going to the URL aws.amazon.com free and go to the management console. So here you can see different types of AWS services, and it's in the storage and content delivery. So just click on the just go to the storage and content delivery, click on the S3. So this is a Amazon simple storage service, and you can able to create, add, and manage. So first thing is I'll go and create a bucket. So just give the bucket name, and and this is the most important thing. When creating the bucket name, always gives in small capital letters, small letters. Don't use capital letters. And also while creating the bucket name should be unique. And if I create test, what happens? Let's see. Here you can able to select the region whichever is nearer. So I'm just using the Ireland, and just click on create. Requested bucket name is the bucket namespace is shared by all the users of the system. So test is something common to all the users. So make sure that you give a specific bucket name, according to the rules specified by the Amazon S3. So test is nothing but something that it uses for internal naming of naming of the file system, internal naming of the S3. So I just want to enter a bucket name. So here I can enter just click on create. So a-cloud-json S3. So once I create it, you can see the properties, what bucket name, region, and creation date, who is the owner, and permissions, and guarantee the permissions, edit the permissions, static website hosting. So it's not enabled. Do not enable website hosting. You can enable it from here. And who has the permissions, you can just and logging information. So when you want to log in target bucket and target prefix, when you want to track the request and when you want to access the logs, you can able to track it, and you can put it in a target bucket name and target prefix. You can enable. And events, what are the events? So SNS is nothing but like events is nothing but, so I'll just do put, post, copy, and a complete part upload. So nothing but it gives you a kind of alerts and triggers. So you can send alerts or trigger workflows. Nothing but a workflow is nothing but automation business process. So you can able to create SNS topic, nothing but Amazon simple notifications notification service thing. So you can able to get an alert message that the file has been uploaded or file has not been uploaded if there is any kind of things. And you can able to get Amazon simple queuing service in order to get a notification in the emails or Lambda functions. So you don't want any SSN topics in this region. So you can give the ARN address request resource locator thing. And versioning, it allows you to preserve and retrieve and restore every version of every object stored in the bucket. So we didn't enable it. And LifeCycle and cross-region replication request space. So one thing is, so now I have created bucket. I'll go inside the bucket and create a folder. So I created a folder. Now I will upload a file and let's see. So I'll upload. So to upload files up to 5 terabytes, you can able to upload. So I'm just add files. So I'll go to. So it's just uploading the file. So it is done. Now I'll go to this file and want to see the properties. So you can see the bucket, the file name, and there is a link. So if I just click on the URL, you will get that access is denied, because you will get some XML format message that it is saying that you can't able to access the file. Why? Because when I show the slides, like all buckets are private by default. So you need to put it in the public section. You need to change the buckets to the public, and you can able to enable you can able to see this file publicly. So I'll select the file, click on make public. So you need to enable all buckets are created by default, you need to make it public. Yes. So when I put in the public format, I'll just go there, refresh the information. Now I can be able to view this file. So whenever you upload anything, just go to the storage class is standard. Just go to the specific information and then make it public. So this is what file we created a bucket and we uploaded a file, and then we have seen. Now that I have uploaded the file and we have seen the private and public, I'll go to the buckets again, click on the a-cloud-json, and I'll go to the properties. I'll enable the versioning. Now we'll see how we can able to create versioning and what's the use of it. Go to versioning, click on enable versioning. Now that you have seen version is currently, there is no disable, that you can't able to disable the things, but you can able to suspend it for a certain period of time. So now that I have enabled the versioning, now I'll upload a file and see what versions I have it. Click on upload. Click on start upload. Now that I have uploaded a file, I want to show the different types of versions that it takes. So once I upload the file, just go and click on the refresh if versioning is not shown up here. So here once I enable the versioning, you can see that when I uploaded it, it's showing the versions hide. So just I need to go and click on show. So once I upload it, it gives the information when it's uploaded and all those things. So what I will do is, whatever the document I uploaded, I will go to the document, click on actions and click on delete it. So I will delete the document and I will see if I click on show, and since I deleted the document, you can see, one second, you get the delete marker. So it is saying that at this point of time, this is a at what time it has been uploaded, 2352, and what time it deleted. So if I want to restore it, the previous version of the document, whatever the previous thing is, now if I go and click on hide, since I deleted it, it's not showing up because I deleted the document. So I need to go to the versioning information, the store technique. I just have to delete this file in order to restore this version to the bucket. So click on the delete marker, go to actions, click on delete. Now once I go to the hide, now the file becomes appearing here. So these are uses of versioning. Like if you want to get the previous version, you have to delete the current version, and the previous versions will be showing up in the bucket. So this is a cloud, this is a Amazon S3 versioning. And now we will see Amazon lifecycle management, how lifecycle management helps you to create different types of policies and rules. So I'll go to the buckets again, a cloud JSON S3. Go to the properties, click on lifecycle. Before I create a rule, I just want to create what I will do is I will create a bucket, and on the bucket I will create a different types of lifecycle thing. So click on create bucket, give the bucket name. Now that I created a cloud JSON finance, so click on it. Now I'll create two folders, accounting, create one more folder called payroll. So now I want to apply this technique on this bucket only, not on the A cloud JSON. So now if I go to the all buckets, so I'll go to the A cloud JSON finance and click on the properties. So now I want to enable versioning, and also want to enable the life cycle, and want to create a versioning is currently enabled on this bucket. Now I want to add a rule. So choose it, rule target, configure the rule, and I want to add a rule. So it is asking apply the rule to whole bucket or to a prefix. So I can able to give it a prefix inside the folders like accounting, or you can just give accounting, and inside the folder you can able to, but I for simplicity purpose I'll give it to the whole bucket. Click on configure rule, choose action on current version. So action on previous version. So action on current version is what version the file is. So if you have two versions, like what is the thing that you want to see? Transition to the standard to infrequent storage access storage class. So after 30 days object creation. So from the standard storage to the infrequent access storage class. So nothing but reduced redundancy storage class. So it has a 30 days minimum and 128 minimum object size. Or you want to archive to the Glacier storage class, nothing but a file archival class. Or you want to make it expired after how many days, and you want to after 30 days you can able to expire. So you want to archive this thing, you want to do. So I'll just say archive to the Glacier storage class after 30 days. Or I will just say transition to the standard to the reduced redundancy storage after 30 days of the creation. And action on previous versions, it has transition to the standard infrequent access storage class, or archive to the Glacier storage class, or permanently delete it. So I'll just say, you can just say archive to the Glacier storage class after 1 day, or I'll just say permanently delete after becoming a previous version. How it becomes a previous version is, suppose you have uploaded how it becomes a previous storage is, suppose I go to the buckets, I go to the A cloud. Now you have seen hello AWS is the one which I created. So if I go and click on the show, it's a current version. This is a current version. Suppose if I go to the bucket, all buckets, and click on the file and click on the actions and delete it. Now the file is been deleted. Click on show. So this is previous version, and like you can see the versions. 1 second, I'll just, this is a delete marker, this is a recent version, and this is a previous version. So I can just able to click on it, go to the actions and delete it. Now the file becomes the current version. Now if you go to the hide, this AWS is the one, whichever changes you make it. Suppose I make some changes here, hello AWS, I change file, go in, upload it, I'll go, this file is 11 KB, click on start upload. Now I'll go to the show. Now you see two versions are there, both the things are there. It has different version ID, it has another different version ID is there, but you can see at what time this is a current version and this is a previous version, and you can able to get it. You can able to get all two versions, which version you want. But first you have to delete the file whichever you don't want, then you can able to retrieve to the newest version. So this is how you can do the versioning in the lifecycle management. And thank you for watching. Have a nice day.